or your upline platinum emerald has picked you to join this social community building training with a very exclusive sign up link. All right. So this event was built by Amway itself. So thank you so much to Amway, and thank you so much for giving this privilege to our community, which is the TQG group. And so for to make A70 a greater event and to make sure more and more ABO can qualify for A70. And I know everyone, we are going from offline to online, right? So it is very important if we want a success in this era. Success in social community building is very, very vital. So in this workshop, we have a few objectives: is to build social community, is to unleash your potential in social media, is to enhance your skill and knowledge on leveraging social media, and also to have better engagement with your prospects on social media. It's great, isn't it? And now I'm going to tell you an even greater news. Today, we have 250 packs still coming in to join this privileged social community building training. And after this training, we are going to have some criteria, indicator. I'm not sure because I'm not the speaker for today. After this workshop, we are going to have some indicator to select and handpick 70 potential ABO leader to join the advanced social community building training. I think it is fair for me to announce this first so that all of you will pay attention and know about the criteria to join the advanced course. All right. And I will not tell you how much this course costs. Okay. I think y'all can, y'all roughly know it. And apatah lagi the advanced course, it costs even more. So do pay attention on the cost for this course. It will go from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. And of course, we'll have a break in between. All right. So once again, can everyone please type thank you, Amway, and thank you, TQG here. And so I think we don't have 250 yet, but of course, we are not going to wait for them to come in. And right after my announcement, I think our admin, all right, I think our admin can do your work already. And eliminating those who is not in the list. Yeah. Okay. And now I think it is time for me to invite our speaker here. So as your MC today, I'm not the one who's going to speak today. Thank you so much to Amway for inviting, all right, a very professional speaker from the digital marketing specialist company. And today we have this speaker who has more than 10 years of experience in software development and architecting, coupled with a passion for web development and digital marketing. She continues to aspire to be the next software as a service innovation specialist and continues to grow her skill in the area of artificial intelligence and business process automation. Her name is Wan Yu, and Wan Yu specializes in content management platform and artificial intelligence on chatbot platforms, specifically, all right, on the Facebook messaging platform, right? And Wan Yu is also the recipient of the 2015 MSC Malaysia Asia Pacific ICT Awards that provides recognition to outstanding achievement to individuals, all right, students, entrepreneurs, SMEs, and organizations with operation in Malaysia. So Wan Yu has also represented Malaysia to Sri Lanka at the international level. She also completed Alibaba GET Network Train, the Trainer 2019 by Alibaba Business School. So when you have listened to all of the info that I introduced about our speaker for today, I think y'all can't wait to listen to her, right? I saw some ABO writing, awesome as well. I think this is a great one. So can we please give some reaction, and also please say and please type welcome Wan Yu in the chat room. And without further ado, Miss Wan Yu, I would now like to pass our Zoom meeting room to you. So welcome Wan Yu.
Hey, everyone. Okay, just let me adjust my screen a little bit. If you guys can hear me loud and clear, just let me know. You can just press 1 in the chat. Thank you, Junie, for that excellent introduction. Okay, all right. You guys can see my slide, yeah? All right. So without further ado, come, let's start our journey into social community building training. All right. Okay. So I'm not going to go through too much on the introduction part. Okay, just skimming it through. But I would like all of you to at least let me know whether you are already in any social media platform or not. If you're already on FB, okay, just type FB. If you're on IG, type IG. If you are on TikTok, you put TK. If you're on YouTube, you put YT. All right. If you're on all four, put all four inside there so that I can have an idea of where you are at right now. Yeah. All right. So I think majority is all on FBIG. There's quite a few of you actually exploring TK now. That's great. Okay. TK basically means TikTok. Yeah. Yeah. It's the next thing, next best thing, and it's exploding right now. And you probably notice that, TikTok is not so much about dancing video anymore. Yeah. All right. So, okay. So it seems that at least all of you have FB. I won't go through too much of the introduction, but I'm going to focus on the key points, at least points that you can actually take away and use it in your current social media. Okay. All right. Now, the notes that I'm going to talk about today, okay, the notes that I'm going to present today is actually shared in the link right now. Okay, so pause. You all don't scroll out the chat. Okay, so the link is there. It says tpsdrive.google.com. That link. Okay, just click on that link and make sure you download a copy of this notes. It's in PDF format. It's for your reference. All right, so you guys don't have to be afraid if you're going to miss some key points and stuff like that. But of course, some of you are very clever. You would probably have a notepad with you. I hope. Yeah, pen and pencil, please. All right, so make sure you write down. I might be sharing a few interesting ideas that you might want to take away and explore later. Yeah. All right, so what's social media? It's a platform for you to actually get connected with your customers. All right, so of course, we all know that there's so many social media right now. The king of the hill right now is basically Facebook. I can tell you, we have about 80 to 90% of Malaysians actually have Facebook. All right. And of course, slowly, we are getting more active on Instagram, YouTube, and also TikTok. Now, TikTok being the baby of the group, it has the highest growth rate so far. In this 1 year itself, it has grown 3 times more than how Facebook would have grown when they first started. Yeah, and it's getting more and more because it's an entire movement. All right, people nowadays, they like to spend less time on social media. Actually, their attention span is so much more shorter. And people nowadays like diversified content. That's a fact of life. So although Facebook, being a posting kind of social media platform, you will notice that more and more people are actually doing videos. All right, so it's a good idea to get into videos, Facebook Live, if you haven't started yet. All right, I know some of you are probably, yes, I have Facebook, but normally I do the pump post way. All right, now everything has a technique we'll go through in today's workshop so that you can fine tune, all right, your strategy. You get the best results. Yeah, all right. So how you're going to actually get content out to so many people who spend so much time on social media and also Messenger. All right, so messengers like WhatsApp, Telegram, WhatsApp, okay? Some of you are probably using some of this to connect directly with your customers on a personal level, isn't it? Okay, now, just a very quick question. How many of you actually have groups on Telegram or WhatsApp or even Facebook? All right, if you have a Facebook group, okay, type FB, G, okay. If you have a WhatsApp group, WAG, and if you have a Telegram group, TG. 1001 groups. Okay, right, good. Okay, so great. Okay, people who don't like to, be too public, sometimes they will actually use the WAG or TG. Yeah? So again, it's all about community building, but you must make sense to them. All right, even though you have groups. Yeah, great. Okay, so like I said, I'm not going to focus too much on this one. Okay, and I'm going to just focus on what we should do when it comes to social media. Yeah. First of all, any platform you are in. Okay, let's talk about social media platform first before we talk about Telegram or WhatsApp group. Okay, social media platform itself is basically the easiest way to reach out to people who have not known you yet. All right. So WhatsApp, Telegram is good if you already know these people and you invite them in your group by invitation. All right. Normally, we actually segregate out these two different groups of people because they will engage you differently. All right. So when it comes to total strangers or people who are keen to explore you or your product or your service or your business or being in the business further, I know some of you are probably using social media to, do some recruitment. Okay. So, you have to know where exactly they are. And Facebook basically has the most people who are of a different age group. Anywhere over 35, people who are over 35, their first social media is basically Facebook. But you know what? Actually, those people who are on the age of 18 and above, they're just only starting out probably on IG or TikTok. Yeah, all right. Some of them might actually stumble upon you while watching video on YouTube. Yeah, so, when it comes to attracting different kind of audiences, you must know what works and what does not work. All right. So in your notes, you will have all these slides. Don't worry. Okay. You might actually want to take these slides and see what kind of media. Media basically means the things that you post, the things that you use on this social media to attract people. All right. So needless to say, YouTube is all about videos. Facebook is not losing out in the game as well. Most of the time we would do posting, but more and more people are trying out things like Facebook video, and also Facebook Live. All right. So those of you who have a Facebook group, do you know that you can actually do a live inside your group? Yeah, right. So it might actually be a good idea to try a Facebook Live in your group. Yeah, it's just to increase the engagement, just to get people excited in your group. All right. Okay. So the growth strategy we're talking about here is if you are going to put out content to attract people who don't know you yet. All right. You've got to know how to put out useful content so that eventually when they see your content, when they see whatever you post on social media, they are more convinced. When they are convinced, they have trust with you, then we will talk about converting them into customers. So traffic to conversion rate into actual customer transaction. And then eventually we also need to give them enough confidence, all right, enough acknowledgement to get them to return sales, to repurchase something from you. All right, there's nothing better than loyal customers. But as a business owner, you have to focus on both the new customers and also your existing customers. All right, so, when it comes to content, it's always about these two things, your traffic and your conversion rate. How are you going to actually improve this? Yeah. So all of your content, whatever you post on social media, must be able to have a very strong magnet of attention. Okay, I know some of you are probably looking at me and say, post, that means everyday selfie, is it? Okay, well, if you are naturally attractive, yes, you can do the everyday selfie method, but I believe not everyone has that. But you will have that one thing that attracts people. All right, it's not necessarily how you look, it's what you know, what you have experienced, what stories, all right, interesting tidbits, all right, things like that actually attract different kind of people, and you all have your own audience, all right. They will be interested in you in something. There's something about your post that really gets them interested, and they will read more. And you're trying to actually bring them into a level of raising a desire and eventually taking an action with you. All right. Now, I know all of us are still stuck in the mode of MCO, yeah. So before MCO, everybody just, live their own life, go out shopping, whatever, without worry, don't even need to follow what SOP and everything. But nowadays, you will find that everybody is stressed out. Everybody is actually staying at home, buying everything online. So they spend actually more time online compared to before MCO. All right. If you look at it closely, all right, where or what kind of content that they read online is basically articles, video contents. Those that don't read, I guarantee you, they don't even want to turn on their TV. If there's so many good stuff on YouTube, why do I want to turn on TV, right? So yeah, all right. And also, needless to say, WhatsApp group is also a very popular mama place. Yeah, I cannot go to the real mama, right? So why not we have a virtual mama in some group? All right. So I think those of you who have a WhatsApp group and Telegram group, the two-way kind, okay, you probably have a lot of active chatters inside there, right? Apa-apa pun boleh cakap. Right. Correct or not? Okay, that's good news. All right, that's evidence that they are engaged with you. But we are out here to actually improve, all right, improve how we can make them trust you more, make them more confident on taking that action that brings you business results. Now, people, when they go to the social media, all right, they might not know everything and anything. All right, that's why they go and find information, you see. So you must understand a person from a total stranger into a lead, eventually into a customer. It goes through a journey. They probably don't know what exactly the problem that they have. Like, for example, if I say, lately, I've been waking up really late and I noticed that my hair is dropping a lot, I don't really know what's happening to me. I just know what I see. Wow, the whole floor is all hair. All right. So, what they will do is they'll probably go and ask the internet, hey, Google, can you, recommend me something or help me figure out what is the reason that I'm losing my hair every day like this? Is it stress? Is it whatever? So people generally will look for content that is related to their current problems or a current situation. They might not know what they need yet. They don't even know what product they want, or they don't even know what kind of service that they want, or they don't even know who to look for. All right. But they'll just ask a general question to Google or even look around Facebook. And some of you might also attest. Sometimes they don't even look around also. They just immediately post inside Facebook. Oh, Facebook. All right. Ask you, what can I do to reduce my hair fall? Boom. Immediately you'll get friends lah, family lah, colleagues lah, giving you all sorts of suggestions inside the comment area, right? Lazy to look for the answer and so nowadays. All right. So come on. Okay. Good. Happens all the time. Where to eat? What to have lunch? Ayo, I tell you. Pop. Okay. All the comments all down there. It will not stop. All right. Unless you tell them, oh, thank you. We have already made a decision. All right. I'll close the comments now. All right. But that's the fact. Okay. People looking for things, or hopefully the answer will find them. I don't know. All right. Either or. But whatever it is, if it is a suggestion for your friends and family, you tend to believe them more, right? Compared to some random information you find from the internet. This is true. All right. Basically, people want to skip the part where they find things. They want to check people's reputation. It's surprising, weird, in fact, that how much trust people put in the people they know. For example, if I like durians, okay, and I want to buy durians, instead of going through 5 or 6 different online shops, I will basically go and ask my friend, hey, last week you bought durians, right? Which shop you buy from? I buy from there also lah. All right, why? Because we know our friend taste and my taste almost the same one lah. We won't go wrong one if we listen to his recommendation. So again, that's the benefit of being in a group of people that are similar interests. Keyword here, so those of you taking note, you must focus on similar interests. You cannot target everyone and anyone on the internet. If your friends are durian lovers, whatever he says will make sense to you as a durian lover. All right. So yeah. All right. So think about it. Think about it. All right. If you have been doing a group, all right, what's the objective of your group? What's the purpose of running that group? Is it to advocate an idea? Is it to advocate an interest? Yeah. All right. So some of you are believing the fact that we should really do word of mouth marketing. But again, word of mouth marketing is about reputation, and people will not trust you if you are not an expert on something, or you're not familiar with something, or you're not experienced with something. All right. You don't want to do too much of a mama session kind of group. But if it is a group that actually helps someone to improve in a certain area, I think that's much more quality lah. Of course, again, you cannot discount those people who join groups just for the sake of borak. That means they just want to talk, they just want to chat. But at the end of the day, does it help? You tend to question that. And some people look for it for entertainment purposes. All right, so figure out what's the objective of your group, and, is it helping your members to improve in their livelihood? Of course, again, if your group is really superpower and it really helps people, imagine what is going to happen next. Advocacy will happen. All right, the members in your group, they feel so fantastic about the group. They want to talk about it to everyone they know. You know what? I'm in this group, and this group really shared a lot of very useful information about, how to grow myself as an individual, how to get better sleep, at night. All right. And it really helped. All right. Why not you join our group and just be part of the conversation, you never know. You might find something that really helps you when it comes to, improving, or the self-improvement, or even motivation. And, there's so much value. The word value here is very, very important, all right, that a person can get just by joining a group. Yeah. So again, social media does power up this one, all right, in many times more, all right, if you do it right. Okay. Now, a long time ago, people used to see product, then they ask for price, then they ask where to buy and what's the offer, promotion. But on social media, you will notice that it's the opposite. Why should I listen to you? On which platform, all right, and what's the price? So what's the product that actually can help me solve a problem? All right, it's flipped, right? It's not so much of what's the product, what's the price, what's the place for promotion, but people want to hear from people first before they look at a brand. Okay, writing that down. People normally connect to people first before they look at a brand. What is in it for them? If your promotion or whatever you're trying to post on Facebook, on social media, it does not make sense for them to pay attention. Do you know that nowadays a person's thumb is very powerful? When they actually surf or browse the internet, okay, using their smartphone, all right, they can easily just use the thumb and just scroll away your post if it's something that doesn't grab their attention. It's not relevant to them. Oh, very, very fast. All right. So again, make sure it's something that can grab the attention very, very easily. All right. So usually they will actually ask for things like, look for the cost. Is it a real thing that I can use? Is it reachable for me? And how much is it? So this is what we say a consumer's perspective is normally like this. All right. But sometimes you will notice that people nowadays are not so cost-centric anymore. If it is something that can really help me, I would gladly spend that money just to get my problem solved. Or I will gladly spend the money to get that result. Right? So for example, I love to cook. All right, I love to cook. And the kitchen is, I'm a person who likes cleanliness. I like to keep it clean. All right. And I love to cook. But lah, all right, some of you also cook, right? You know how crazy it can get when you are so creative with your cooking adventures and experiments that the entire kitchen is going to be a mess at the end of the day. All right. Now, I would really gladly pay anyone that can come into my house immediately to clean up my kitchen after my cooking adventures or cooking my experiments. Definitely, for sure. Yeah, because it saves time. It's convenient. All right. It makes things easy for me. These three things is what people constantly look at when they go to internet. Something quick, fast, and easy for them to do. And money, or how much it costs, is usually at the end. It's not as important anymore. Right? Yeah. So again, your value has to be repositioned in such a way that what is in it for them always. All right. Psychologically, they may not have decided to buy your product. In fact, they are probably not going to ask, what's this product that can help me get this result? Not really. Not yet. They still need to understand the idea, okay, of getting that product. Keeping a kitchen clean is such a good feeling that you should really do it. You should really, really try to take effort or find someone to clean the kitchen for you. All right, because it will just give you that boost of energy to do another round of crazy cooking. Right? So again, they want solutions, but they might not necessarily want to know what product it is. Yes. Of course, slowly when you introduce them the fact that actually cleaning the kitchen is not difficult if you have the right tools and the right solution or the right detergent for it. All right. So, okay, I'm pretty sure that your brand, okay, has something like, something that is useful, all right, for your community or for your members to actually use when it comes to cleaning, right? Likewise, nutrition, kitchenware, all sorts of products you can offer to them, but you must reverse engineer. Give them a very strong reason why they should care about how your product actually helps them. All right, so that's really the basic idea of how you should think of when it comes to your content. It's not about how good your product is, but the reason, the why. Because it is only through the why you can actually attract strangers to you. All right, so Dr. Eza, very well spoken. It's solutions. Yeah, but how can you provide a solution when you don't know their problem? Yes, so you probably need to describe their problem a little bit or tell a story, I'm sure. At the end of the day, you worked all day from home and you might think that, tonight I'm going to actually cook that curry. But once you go into the kitchen, your entire cooking energy just drops. Just order Grab lah. If you have a post or a story or a video content that starts like that, people can relate so much easier. They say, that's me. That's me right there. And what you're offering and what you're suggesting. Yeah. All right. You are your testimonial. So that's why sometimes, when even for those of you who are probably new to the business, all right, all this while you have, a lot of testimonials from your current customers, but, you can actually use yourself as your testimonial, yeah? All right, so of course, again, they will find more information about the product. And on social media, there's one critical thing that you must always remember to do. Whoever that get in touch with you, however you market yourself, you must always redirect them back to your social media. Get them to like or follow your page. I'm telling you this because all social media, they have this robot on their specific platform that basically will attract the right kind of people to your page or to your channel or to your profile based on who follows you. All right. Now, a lot of people, they tend to rely on platform doing this for you, but sorry, all right. Nowadays, platform, you want them to do something for you, you've got to pay for them. All right. So, make it as a practice. Every time you meet someone, every time you talk to someone, just tell them, all right, by the way, all these tips that I just, mentioned just now, I actually share that as posts and videos inside my Facebook page. Why not you come over and join me on my Facebook page first? Just like and follow my page. You probably get a notification 1 or 2. All right. Or, add me as friend. Okay. Join my profile first. So if they come on board, they add you as friend and they did not stop communicating with you, you've got someone there. All right. You might want to encourage them to join a group instead. All right. So slowly, I know in steps, you immediately ask people to join a group. They cannot understand the value of joining a group. Not yet. So you've got to slowly nurture them into the idea that, hey, you know what? This person who actually appears on my posts and comments, she's also part of the group that I have, which talks specifically about cooking. All right. You seem to have a hobby of cooking. Why not join my group that talks about cooking? So that's how you encourage people to join groups. All right. And it's always a good idea to have by invitation groups compared to public groups because it's just easier to control the quality. And we'll talk more about that later. But, I'm just sharing a few tips here so that you can get an idea of, yes, groups are so important, but you need control. Okay. All right. Okay. So how do you reach potential customers? Okay. You have to influence them. So like I said, you influence them by telling them to add you as friend or joining you in a profile. All right. And most people will use content to build a personal brand. All right. So if it is possible, spend more time in defining who you are. All right. What kind of interest do you have? All right. Keep it around 2 or 3. You don't want to be jack of too much trades. All right. It's a good idea to advocate through 2 or 3 things because it's easier to relate to people in a general sense. All right. If they really want to go one level deeper, like finding out the recipe on baking, all right, they can easily join a specific group where you just only talk about baking. All right. But when it comes to reach, you're just trying to create that magnet to attract as many people as possible. And then you use content to filter them. You see what kind of content that they react to. All right. So contents can be shared by videos, pictures, or text. This is the one that attracts attention, okay, that encourages followers to follow you and generates traffic and builds your personal brand. Okay. And a lot of people actually equates personal brand to credibility. All right. And nowadays, a lot of people start to do live stream. Okay. It's not enough to just, post the image, text, and video anymore because people cannot visualize your personality, your actual person through only text, image, or even recorded videos. People want more nowadays. People want to see you live. Why? Anybody fans of live video? Do you watch live videos whenever you're on IG, FB, or even TikTok, or even YouTube? Don't watch live. I mean, at least for entertainment, come on. All right. For entertainment, sure lah, got right. I mean, you're not going to take this person seriously, but, But you know what? A lot of people like live because it's not easy for a person to cheat with live. What I mean by that is, one of you was saying scam. All right. Well, scam is easier to happen when you leave text, image, or video and leave people for interpretation. But when you do live, right, when people ask questions on the spot, all right, you cannot just pause the live video and just find the answer somewhere else, you see. You genuinely need to respond on the spot. So that kind of true engagement, people are yearning for that. People have already upgraded their preferences when they really want to get to know someone, all right, when they really want to like their style, want to engage with them, they actually normally go to live because they feel something closer, much more connected to them using live. So those of you who don't watch live, I think good idea, first step, you watch how other people do their live, not just the selling kind of live, the entertainment or the education kind of live. All right. And slowly incorporate that as part of your strategy to attract new audiences. Yeah, attract. Now, invite your friend, okay? Chin Ting, okay, you are right there, okay? You invite friends and you get your friends to, start the engagement a little bit so that any strangers who come on to your live, all right, they feel more comfortable talking to you also. That's a very good strategy, actually. Is Zoom considered live? Yes. Yeah, like, you're commenting now. I can answer your question right now because I can see it. You don't have to wait forever for my answers, right? Yeah. So imagine if you can do all this in a public Facebook Live. Of course, some of you are very shy. The whole world can see me live. I don't want. Never mind, okay? You can always invite, your friends or people that is interested in you or in the same area the same interests, okay, to come into one Facebook Live group, Facebook group, and you only do live within that group. It's a little bit exclusive lah, but you know, it's fun. It's fun. So I think you guys should really try lah. Even if it's a cooking live, also never mind. You try it first. I can tell you, I have been teaching students how to go live, and I can guarantee you half of them are addicted to it. Why? Because, I mean, we already don't go out mama session with real people, all right? Having a live is already a very close similarity to talking a person on the spot. All right, phone call, you cannot see the person. Live, you can see the person. All right, so there's a difference there. Okay, all right, so again, influencers do this all the time. They get enough followers, they can really literally sell them anything. Okay, so this guy here is named Wee. He sells movies, albums, concerts. To these people has already engaged with him. So you can see how powerful it is when you have an engaged audience here. All right, so contents, okay, attracts for attention of followers, gets traffic and build personal brand. Okay, so, you know, are you an influencer? Does anybody do this? Before you eat, you let the camera eat first. Anyone? Guilty, Guilty as mentioned. Yes, I'm one of those people. Even if you're not one, you're bound to know at least two other people who does this. I know some of you probably think, so annoying, but true also lah, you know, the thing is so nice in front of you, you should take photo lah. Okay, what happens when you post that photo in your profile? All right, anybody? What happens when you post that photo in your profile? Did anybody say, you know, ask, at least they ask, hey, where is this? Did they actually say, hey, deliver? I mean, of course, jokingly lah, but does any one of you actually get PMs? Hey, you do this for business or what? I really want to order. Anyone? I've got quite a few friends who actually had that, you know. They just bake for fun at home, and now suddenly she runs a kitchen selling home-cooked food. Yeah, right? Already have, okay? There's already live examples of how people suddenly just turn it into a business during MCO. So again, right, that photo, that camera, you know, having your food first doesn't sound like a bad idea at all. All right, so of course, other than food, all right, DIY projects and also any accomplishments that you have tends to also attract the same attention. All right, so let's say you have a group activity, let's say a group live. You're talking about, you know, how to actually sleep better, how to have a happier home, and how to actually keep the place clean, tips 101. All right, you can basically just do a screenshot and just post it out there on your own profile page and say, hey, you know, I have an excellent time doing this thing with my group just now. And then we had so much fun talking about the finer points of raising children. All right, so if you know, if you guys have anyone who would be like to be part of this conversation, all right, and also take away some few interesting tips, we're going to do this one more time, all right, next week. What time? All right, if you're interested, just forward it there, ask them to join our group. So that's how you can get people, new blood into your group. All right, so again, how to market your group, that's very important. You have to show your influence, the kinds of tidbits of content that you put in the group only, but only little bit, teaser bits of things that you do in the group that your group members find value in, and you tease that to the people out there who are not yet in the group. You never know. Some people will say, this is good. I want to be part of that group as well. Is it free? All right. So again, influencer, everyone's an influencer. All right. In fact, anybody who has the capability of taking photo using the camera on your smartphone or write something is an influencer, because you never know who else is listening. Your friends, your family, someone you know from the past. They might stumble upon you again. And social media has this capability of sharing your content to people who have similar interests. Do you know that every single bit of content that you go through in the platform is actually attracting people like a magnet? And not just that, what you like, all right, sometimes your friend can see, all right, if your friend also have a similar interest, although a very hidden one. Some of you probably made friends with this person a very long time ago. Or in my first job, I know this guy. All right. So he is my Facebook friend since long time ago. All right. But I never heard from him already. So long time, never got in touch, but he's somehow in my friend list. So happened you posted something related to your first job. Maybe your first job was working with a hamburger, cooking hamburgers in McDonald's. Okay. So lately you've been posting things like Rambi burger lah, how to make really excellent burger lah. I can guarantee you that old friend long time ago, which both of you work in the same burger store, they will probably come and see you. They'll probably say, hey, you are mentioning burger again, which is something that is in common. Yeah, so it happens, yeah. Influencing can be boosted up if you are talking about the right kind of interest as people who are already in your connection. Your friend also you might also like this page, suggested for you. It's very common, yeah, on Facebook. All right. So again, more traffic equals to more visitors, equals to more leads, equals to more customers, equals to usually more profits. And in business, we like to say profit is a side effect of business. All right. So Tan, got story, okay, you read book lah, and then actually looking for good friend circle. Wow. See, even books also can work. So those of you who don't really have good looks, all right, or very, fit body, sado, tara semua tu, okay, you can also share your knowledge. And knowledge is also an attraction. All right, what you know, what you recommend, all right, even if it's not that product, if it's something else, it is considered as interest. Okay, so we like to say that whenever you when you want to do marketing on social media, you always need to focus on short-term strategy and also long-term strategy. So your short-term strategy is usually all these postings, all right? But for lasting, build trust and online relationship using groups or engagement. That is the one that will get you return sales, and you tend to take less efforts trying to get new customers when you have return sales. So you must have a very good balance between both. I know some of you are probably, I'm very lucky to have consistently new customers lah. But you don't want the situation where these people buy from you already and you just say, thank you, thank you for your business and bye-bye. There's no bye-bye one, On social media, they never say bye-bye because these people are probably waiting for the next best thing from you. A better offer, a much better value where they get to join a group, they get to learn more, they get an opportunity to part of what you are. Okay, again, this is very interesting for those people who are into the ABO recruitment business. All right, it tends to work that way. Agree or not? All right, okay, so again, you can't meet people physically, never mind. You bring yourself to them. So that's why a lot of times, okay, whatever content that we share on the internet, especially for those of you who are on multiple social media channels, right? You probably have the number one biggest problem on your mind. How am I going to produce so many content for so many different platforms? Do I post the same thing across the board? You can actually very smartly produce one piece of content. The best content to do is actually video. And you edit it, you screenshot it, you take bits and pieces of this bigger content and you sprinkle it around different social media. All right. So Gary Vee is a very famous influencer when it comes to content marketing. He does it very well and he's everywhere. He has a website, he has Instagram, he has Facebook, he has LinkedIn, he has YouTube. He's everywhere. But if you check him out, you quickly realize that actually he's advocating the same thing, just slightly different color, slightly different points, but it's actually the same thing. All right. So again, many people also do that. All right. People actually use content to market themselves. All right. And their circle of influence is very, very important. Okay. Now, what we like to say is mega influencers like Kim Kardashian, okay, they normally have a very huge circle. All right. But the engagement rate, that means how many people they actually can communicate one-to-one, or whether they have a very close connection, is very, very small. People who advocate something have a slightly bigger circle. But when you are enthusiastic about something, you will notice that your circle of influence is much more stronger and much more quality. And quality influence is what you need to strive for. You don't want to be someone who people just like to browse and see for fun. You want to be someone that has the ability to make a difference to them, or, which they find that, you are value, you give practical tips. Again, it depends on your circle. If your circle of, influence, that means your circle of followers, all right, are all practical people, then you have to focus on content, practical stuff. If your circle of network is all into entertainment, they love to laugh, they love to hang out, whatever, then you have to do more engagement activities with them. You can't run away from that. But again, some of you are lucky. You have half and half. Then you are even more busier. You need to do a little bit of both at any time. All right. So for people to mix around, usually bigger groups, you will have that kind of problem. But smaller groups, because you are that kind of person, and you know what they say, right? Birds of a feather flock together. All right. So it's easier for you to create an enthusiast group when you are small. All right. So everybody has a chance to become influencer. Yeah. And even if you don't sell that particular product, you can easily become an influencer just by networking. That means I don't actually sell this, but I know someone who does. All right. So your value to your community is people. Any of you are like that? I think some of you are maybe part-time property agents or part-time insurance agents. All right. You probably have this inclination also sometimes. All right. When people buy a house from you, the next question asked you is, any contractors? Any people who do renovation? Definitely, right? Because you know someone. Right? So, yeah. So that's the value of you, all right, to your circle of friends. They believe you, they follow you for a reason. So what's that value you have to figure out? All right. So, beauty influencers, fitness influencers, they sometimes don't just carry one product, but they sometimes let you have a feeling, an idea of owning that product, or maybe an accessory that can help you keep the product nicely, or maybe, have a sense of style in your daily living. All right. Okay. All right. So, okay. Artistry, plenty of guys who do this. And what I say about this lady here, Elinana, she does something very well. All right. She encourages her followers to also tag their friends. Now, what is tagging? Tagging is that @ sign you put in front of other people's username. And remember this, we are on social media. You're supposed to social, not just post media only. Where is the social in your social media? So, you've got to learn how to tag people, use hashtags, increase your reach. If you don't encourage your followers to tag their friends, your reach is going to grow very, very slowly because you are relying entirely on the algorithm on Facebook. All right. So you want faster results, encourage your friends or your followers to tag people who think that this is useful for them as well. All right. Tag it, you see? All right. So if you're doing it right, so that friend will tag another friend, the friend will tag 2 or 3 more friends. All right. Suddenly your reach is much bigger and suddenly you actually gain likes, followers, much better. Yeah. All right. But a lot of people tend to forget this tagging part, which is the most important thing in social media. You're not socializing on social media. That's sad, man. Yeah, okay, take it from me. I have seen too much examples that, you very diligently post. You post everything online on time. Very good, congratulations. But you don't tag people who appear in your photo. You don't tag people who actually was together with you in the live or in an event, or you were together discussing about something one-on-one. All right, so, tag. All right, always tag. All right. This is also another example, one of your members as well. she's demoing how a husband can actually help the wife to apply makeup and stuff like that. And, her followers just say, hey, this is a neat idea. I want to try it too. So you see, activities people can also try at home. Jang, jang, jang. This one also I can recommend. Activities is very innocent, right? The activities is not necessarily your product. Activities is something that people can do together. It involves people. All right. So it's really, really good idea to actually use this as a reason for people to tag other people. Yeah. Okay. All right. So even the Chinese communities does it a lot. All right. And what she does is she shows you behind the scenes of how she does her live and everything. All right. Okay. So, hashtags, very popular. Okay. You must learn how to use hashtags as well. All right. And talk about your life. Okay. Vlogs. Whoa, very, very interesting. Mr. Rabani. Okay. What he does for his content, he's on IG. Yeah. He doesn't do that solo sado exercise tips thing only. All right. He also features his kid. All right. In his photo. Of course, again, as people who are posting things on social media, please be very, very careful when you post photos of your children. All right. So do that side photo or maybe that behind photo, but never in front of their face. Yeah, because it's, we are in Malaysia, so we cannot be too, outspoken when it comes to our kids. All right. But the idea is there. It's something that people see. They say, this is an excellent idea. I want to do this with my kids as well. All right. So for those of you who have a slightly older audience, who has kids around the same age, parent-child activities are very, very popular. Especially when you know that parents have to take care of their kids at home because they are not vaccinated yet. All right. So think about it. What is the current situation of people nowadays? All right. A lot of children cannot go to kindergarten because the policy is not there. It's not vaccinated. They feel afraid. They rather take care of the kids at home. So, you have a bunch of very, very frustrated parents who don't know what to do with their kids. All right. Now, some of you are very, very good at creating activities with your kids. Why not start with that? You can share that as well as a piece of content. All right. Screen nutrition. Okay. Demonstration of makeup. Yeah. So if you guys are doing artistry products, this is a very good idea. And how to create engagement is again, go live. All right. Some of you either afraid to go live, afraid to start, or don't have any ideas. So we're going to actually try to give you as much tips as possible when it comes to ideas first. And then we'll talk about the how, all right? Which channel or even Facebook Live techniques, how to conquer that fear of going live, all right, in a bit. Okay. All right. So most of you have a platform anywhere, somewhere. Okay. So I'm going to just go through this very, very quickly. Hopefully we can make it in time by 3:15. We're going to have a 10 minutes break, hopefully. All right. So you have a Facebook profile. Do you need a Facebook page? Okay. So like I said, people normally connect to people first before they consider joining any page or any group. So it's really up to you. All right. You can start with your personal profile. But the only thing is you must remember, okay, that Facebook does not like people going outside their platform. All right. What this means is if you're tempted to share something, an article that you read on the internet, all right, all these articles got different links, right? And you just share the article inside the Facebook, all right? Facebook generally will show less people this particular post. The better technique is you create a new post, you summarize key points of the article that you just saw, and do it as an infographic, or you post it as a new post. Because of this rule. Not just Facebook, YouTube also same, TikTok also same, Instagram is also the same. They don't like the idea of, people just click on the link and exit their platform. They don't want that. The longer people stay on Facebook, the more advertisement they can show to these people. That's one of the secrets of platforms that most people won't tell you. So the algorithm, what they see, if your post gets a lot of people engaged, like, share, or comment, show more people. That's the default setting of their robot. Okay. So if it links outside that means to, let's say, www.malaymail.com, please don't share that kind of post. It will lower your reach a lot. Summarize it, do it in an infographic, and put it as a new post. Video content. Okay, you have never done video before, you've got to start doing videos. All right, now there's a few types of videos you can do. One, you can do something called a slideshow video, an image slideshow video. You can do another one that you record yourself talking. All right, so for those of you who love to talk and don't mind looking at camera and just talk a few tips, all right, you can easily just do a 15-second to 1-minute video. It's good enough for Facebook to actually let more people see your content. 15 seconds is the general go-to length of a video nowadays because it's very similar to TikTok. All right. So content in FB better with video or text. You try to have a mix of both because you will have those people who don't have time to watch video. Yeah. Some people will just want to scan through the text. Oh, point 1, 2, 3. Okay, I like your page first. I come back to you later. It seems that you have a video, right? But at least you summarize what you say in the video as text. They will appreciate you for it. And they might come back later to watch you saying it yourself in the video. Again, don't assume everybody has time for everything. Yeah. Okay. All right. News profile, community groups. Okay. And post more content frequently and consistently. All right. Now, this consistent thing is what a lot of us struggle with. This will happen if you don't plan your content. I know I'm looking at those of you who shock post. Why I say shock post means, oh, I have the mood, I post. Sorry, the algorithm cannot help you if you are very irregular like this. All right, you set a time. All right, morning 11 o'clock you post once. All right, evening 5 o'clock you post once. You want to do it every day, you do it every day. Or you do it on a certain day, you consistently make sure certain day you post. Consistent is the thing that robots look for. It's not you short post. The robots cannot help you if they don't see a pattern on your posting schedule and also your posting content. So you must frequent and consistent. All right. Now, if you ask me between Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, there's some timing inside here. All right. Don't worry. I'll get to that. Profile can only get up to 5,000 friends. All right, which is good enough most of the time because you are going to try and redirect these friends into a group or into a page so that you don't have to always keep them as your friends. Unless they are really special, you want to keep them as your close friends, it's okay. But I have seen people, what they do is, 5,000 friends already, okay. It's time to put that post out there and say, I am now cleaning up my Facebook friend list. Okay, so those of you who are not active, I'm sorry, I have to unfriend you. All right. If you still want to be in my friend list, drop me a comment. Got or not? You seen this or not? All right. Got, right? Okay. So yes, it's a very common exercise for those people who use their profile to do marketing. Okay. All right. So again, personal profile is still good because you are personal influence. People feel much closer to you compared to a page. All right. If your business, then you use page but most of the time profile is good enough. Okay. All right. Free marketing tool. Okay, great spot to develop. Okay, so you can update your profile picture. Okay, put posts. Make sure you have a good call to action button, please. All right. You can refer to Artistry Malaysia for some tips. Okay, on how to create eye-catching photos. All right, eye-catching posts. All right, they do it quite well. All right. How to create a new page. You can do this on your own. If let's say your page, you want to just only talk about kitchen tips. You just only want to talk about exercise tips. All right. Or you want to create a group. You can actually do that as well. So again, there is a review tab for people to drop their customer testimonials if you want them to do that. All right. And of course, make sure that you have a good call to action. All right. So whether you want them to directly connect to you with the messenger or you want them to actually send a WhatsApp to you. All right. So some people choose email as well because they want a hands-off way of, managing their Facebook page. All right. But choose one call to action and make sure somebody is handling it. All right. Okay. So usually Facebook page has data. This is the one thing that is a little bit better than profile. In your profile, right, every time you post something, you probably see numbers like, share, and comment. All right, number of like, number of share, number of comment. But you won't see anything else. But if you use Facebook page, you get some more data, a little bit more data about, basically what kind of content that you have put so far that the robot likes and has been doing a lot more work to let more people see the content. All right, so there's pros and cons using profile and page. Like me personally, I have profile and 2 different pages. All right, so I use it for different purposes. I got one page that is for gaming. I play games. I have another page for my professional self. Yeah, so I use it for different purpose, but if it's okay and it's good enough to use your own personal profile, and you gauge how popular the content is based on the like, reaction, and share. All right, Instagram. Okay, Instagrammers, those of you who are on Instagram, I'm going to have to assume that you guys know how to take good pictures. Because Instagram is very, very picture driven. All right, so you don't have any good pictures. So some people actually use some posts or some motivational posts as well. All right, and put inside there some tips. Okay, this or that. All right, share tips on stories, especially stories, and also as image photos. All right, know how to take picture. Quality is only the issue. Good one there. All right, okay. So you can change your Instagram to creator account, okay, so that you can actually see some data about your audience. So again, if anytime you're not too sure who exactly is on Instagram nowadays, it's a good idea to convert it to a creator profile, and then you check the data. All right. After 1 week of actively posting your image photos, check back your data and make sure you're on the right path, because sometimes the followers that is on Instagram, the people who follow you, might change because of situation, okay, because of the type of content. So don't be surprised that suddenly, people used to be very active in the afternoon nowadays, because now it's already NRP, everybody, halfway going back to work already, the active hours is different. Yeah. It has happened before, yeah. So here is, especially this part here, okay, the followers and the hours, you can actually see which time of the day and which day they are more active. Okay. Now, the good news for you guys who have both Facebook and Instagram, okay, there is something called the Facebook Creator Studio. All right. And Facebook has been very hardworking. They actually merged Facebook and Instagram to a certain level that you can manage both the content, okay, stories, and also reply comment, and also reply DM and PMs, all right, through the same platform. All right, but the only thing is you must have a Facebook page that connects to your Instagram account. Yeah, so those of you who are using your own Facebook profile, not so good lah, huh? If you are using your own Facebook profile, then, unfortunately, these features are not available to you for the convenience factor. But some of you are okay because, it's only different app, and it's on my mobile phone, so it's still not too bad. But those of you who are aiming to have more than 5,000 followers, and you anticipate that one day itself already got 10, 20 different PMs and, DMs, you probably need a more efficient tool to do that. All right. Okay. So Creator Studio, again, they will actually give you some insights as well. So, if you guys are keen on FB page plus IG combination, this is one of the good things that you find. You can switch between your Facebook and also your Instagram account on the fly. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay. All right. Inbox messages, post comments. Okay. And again, hashtags. Make sure you use hashtags on both your posts and also stories. I've seen a lot of people post stories, they never put hashtag. Why? Your story is only for your audience? No, share your story to as many people as possible. So make sure you put hashtag. There's a sticker there, right? Don't know what is sticker? Oh God, guys, know how to, please go and learn how to use stickers. It's an engagement tool. All right, it's how you get feedback from your customer in a fun way. People love fun, and stickers are fun. Okay, all right, okay. So right, one question here is like, if you want to have the IG insights, you have to actually change your IG account into a creator's account. The slides is in there step by step. So you just check back that one comment and you follow the steps there. And the data will only come in after 7 days. So you just make sure you do that first. All right. Do that right now. Later with the break, you set it up already. After 7 days, you'll find data in. All right. YouTubers. Anyone? YouTube. The YouTube gang. Silent. Watching what happened. Okay, those of you who have YouTube, what do you put in your YouTube? I'm curious. All right. Some of you share different things on YouTube, right? Okay, so again, sample from artistry is very event-driven kind of YouTube content. Okay, but I can tell you, it's a good idea to go and find makeup artists or people who like to demo or teach people on YouTube, because these are one of the most frequently visited YouTube channels, topics that people usually use YouTube for. How to step by step. You write so many words, I cannot understand. But you show me a video, I can watch, stop, try myself, watch, stop again. Yeah, so that's one way of using YouTube. Those of you who like to share demo or how to do certain things or like to talk and like to pre-record video, YouTube channel is a very, very good place to park all this content. All right. Still afraid on YouTube? YouTube is pre-recorded, It's not live, You should be more afraid of live than YouTube. Because YouTube, you can edit. Yeah. All right. Live cannot edit. Live, you make mistake means you make mistake. And you must know how to laugh at yourself. All right. So verifying your YouTube channel if you want to post longer length video, but most of the time people don't bother to verify also. How to get seen on YouTube. Get seen on YouTube, you must know what is SEO. So it's like search engine optimization. It's like, YouTube also have robot. The problem is YouTube doesn't know what your video is about unless you tell it. So there's a few ways to tell YouTube what your video is about. So your YouTube channel is like your TV channel. So your TV channel must be related to something, right? So you make sure you put some tags inside here. All right. Is it full of unboxing videos? Is it tutorial videos? What kind of content you plan to share inside your YouTube channel? All right. Now, after that, you go and look for topics, all right, that people are doing or people are not doing. All right. So you look for related keywords or something. All right. Your video title. Let's say you want to do a video on how to, tie your hair. All right. How to tie your hair. It's work from home. It's a real pain. All right. How to tie your hair properly. All right. So you want to do this demonstration. So, cara ikat rambut. That's a keyword. All right. So you have to be sure that that keyword is inside your title, is also inside your description. All right. And it's also described in your video tag. So that means you upload your video. There's a small section there that you can upload the tags for your video. You put there. All right. How to tie hair. Using what? Rubber band. Where? Location. Malaysia, whatever. So put it inside there so that the robot will understand that, hey, this video is very, very related to this person that's watching. And they will start recommending. All right. These people who have probably watched a hair-related video just now to come and watch yours. Now I can see a lot of you, all this abang and kakak, there is more experience on sharing a lot of very useful tips. All right. Apart from YouTube can make money. All right. After FB Live can put on YouTube. Wow. Good lah. This one. Okay. Very good suggestion. All right. And also other ranking factors. Now, all this, it's sometimes you can control, sometimes you cannot control. All right. Like especially watch time. How many people actually watch your video and how long they watch? It's really depends on what is inside your video. If your video is the funny, laugh, no storyline one, I tell you, people will probably watch about 1 or 2 minutes and then they will just stop. Sometimes 15 seconds, so they stop already. All right. So yeah. All right. So that could be the reason, okay, why people watch less of your video. All right. So Carmen, you're saying, you try, but it's very difficult to find own video. Your tags, I think most of the time the problem is your tag, your title, and your description. These 3 things you check. All right. If you're fighting with other people with the same topic, you might want to invest in a thumbnail, or your video. Actually, you want to let as many people as possible to see your video, but you want to take the extra step to let those people who don't speak English to know what you're talking in your video. So you can put something called closed captions or subtitles. Subtitles also can help you get found on the internet. This is a robot thing. Okay, so this is one of the hidden secrets of YouTube. Subtitles, captions. All right. So again, do research. Pick a niche. Don't do everything. You don't want to be a general TV station. If your TV station is about makeup, then focus on makeup. Don't simply mix. Because people can get confused, don't know what to expect from you. All right. So make sure a keyword is there. Optimize your video, title, description, text, 3 things. Okay. And question of the day. Do you need to be everywhere? All right. We got all this. And I tell you, I think 2 or 3 years later, there'll be a few new ones coming out. Definitely guarantee. All right. Although TikTok has already been around for about 3 to 4 years, I think some of you have actually heard of Clubhouse before. You know what's Clubhouse? Clubhouse is like the audio only channel. There's quite a few, interesting people there giving talks also. All right, audio only. I tell you, if there's bound to be every year, there's one new social media, boom, suddenly appear from somewhere, and everybody is very triggered to go there and start something one. But remember, do you have time or not? Do this channel have the people you want or not? If don't have, don't start. You can probably go inside there and take a look and maybe get some inspiration on ideas, but that's it. Because when you start a platform, when you create a headquarter in that platform, people are expecting content from you already, you can't just leave it blank. Yeah, got expectation one. And if your channel or your Facebook page is very dormant there, the robot very hard to help you. And you might actually be known for something else. So you don't want to risk that also. So focus on the platforms that you think has your best group of audience. And of course, again, you have to ask yourself, are you comfortable doing videos or not? Not comfortable, don't. Okay, you stick to your Facebook, it's still good enough. And of course, some of you, I have to say also, you're doing all this yourself, right? Where to find time to post so many content? Somehow you have to edit video, take photo, write things. Wow. It's like, I might as well become my own social media agency already. Don't laugh. It has happened a lot. All right. So, yeah. So do you have time to manage all these platforms? Oh, difficult. Get videographer friend. Your videographer friend will help you once or twice. But later on, they will charge you one. Okay, anything more than 15 seconds, I have to charge you already. Sure. All right. Okay. All right. So secrets of social media, again, get engagement. Useful content attracts engagement. Okay. All right. So I think we will stop for a break right now. Okay. I think, it's a good idea to chill down a bit before we talk about content. We're going to put up a thinking cap, but at least you have some idea of what to do and how many channels you should be on. All right. So from here onwards, I will focus more on maybe Facebook and also Instagram. All right. The TikTok and the YouTube one it's more or less the same. It's just different medium and different things that you can do, but I can actually cover that when we actually talk about how to produce videos in a little bit. Okay. All right. So let's stop for about 10 minutes. I exceed time already. So about 10 minutes. Okay. And we will come back at about 3:40. All right. And we will continue about content.
Okay, thank you so much, Wan Yu. Okay, you shall take a rest now. So we'll see you again at 3:40 p.m. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for paying attention. So later on, you are going to have module 3 and module 4, right? And so now I would like to remind everyone again. So if you want to take time to attend to your washroom, please do it now, because later on, same rules and regulation. Yeah. Number 1, get your name corrected to the correct format lah. So actually, if you have been invited to waiting room, it might be the name error. All right. So don't forget to put name space ABO number and space your PIN. And the second rules and regulation is please have your camera on. Yeah, please have your camera on. So later on, we are going to start the 15 seconds. No, so sorry, not 15 seconds, 15 minutes rules, all right, of a camera on rules. All right, so I hope that everyone is clear. And also, one more thing, this is a very exclusive workshop, so strictly no recording allowed. Yeah, so thank you so much, and we'll see you later.